Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another What Sold on eBay video. My name is Cameron. I go by Cam though. Flashback Finds is the channel name. We sell stuff on eBay. We have a business where we're just moving junk that we buy at garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, online auctions, all kind of places, flipping it online to make some few extra bucks to just be able to get ahead in life, basically. It's a great, fun business that you can run on the side with a full-time job if you're a stay-at-home mom, retired, whatever it is. I love selling on eBay. A lot of fun, and you can make some pretty good money. Probably not going to get rich, but definitely can supplement the income there. With that said, we're going to go over about 40 something things that sold on my eBay store. I sell kind of pretty much everything that I can make some money on. Some of them not so good, some of them better. Keep an eye out if there's anything here you might be able to incorporate into your business. For those that I mentioned some information about the last video and the lighting setup, I'm doing something different now. It looks a little bit brighter on the whole thing. It's not as dark as the last one was. So let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and get into what sold. So starting off, we have it's basically a big, like a yard game you might play. Kind of like cornhole, I guess, but it's this big board with these holes in it with little nets, and you throw the rings in there, I guess, and you get points or whatever the case is. I didn't read the instructions, but I got this for $5 at a garage sale. It looked cool. It looked like it was pretty good quality. Couldn't find any online when I first at the garage sale, but I still picked it up. Figured worst case, I'll put it Facebook Marketplace. Someone might pick it up locally, but I eventually went on Google and found one for $125 that someone sold on a different platform. So I'm like, all this mine at $150 shipped, and sure enough, it sold. It sold fairly close to me, like one state over. Only cost about $18 to ship it out. So great deal. Will you find one of those? I don't know, but sometimes if something looks quality, looks kind of unique, it might be worth taking the shot on. And for $5, I mean, that's not a bad deal. Dragon Ball Z Epic Battles DVD pre-order bonus disc. I had 3 of these. I bought a big video game lot, and there were 3 of these bonus discs in there. One I sold for $23 shipped probably 6 to 8 months ago. This one finally sold on a 25% off sale for $17.24, and I have 1 left. When will it sell? I don't know, but I'm happy that we've already gotten rid of 2 of them. A Tommy Hilfiger Ultra Loft, new with tag, medium, like puffer jacket. Paid $10 for this from one of my sources. I don't do a lot of clothes, but new with tag is pretty hard to pass up. The picture stinks, let's be honest. I usually lay out these little pieces of wood to do my clothing. I do like a flat lays. I thought I could get away with just lying down 2 pieces of the wood in this one and then take the pictures and crop it, but it just did not work out right. I honestly was just too lazy to go back and fix it, so I still put it up like this. Don't be like me, be better than me. But I ended up selling for $60 on a best offer. So I still made the money I wanted on it. I was hoping to get 50 plus. Got $60. I think it had like $100 and something price tag on there. It was new with tag, but an easy listing, but should have done a better job on the pictures. I like selling yearbooks. This is a Woodrow Wilson High School yearbook that's in Long Beach, California. Sold for $32 on a best offer. Again, not much to say. Look out for yearbooks. Get them cheap and then take offers over 25 plus because you never know when someone else is going to buy them. Innova Champion Orc disc. This is like a driver for disc golf. You guys have been seeing me sell these. If you haven't, go back to some of the other videos, but I do have sold these discs from disc golf. I had a big collection I bought. They actually sell pretty well. This one went for 18 chip. They go out first class. And some can go for 50, 60, 70, maybe even $100 if you have the right one. Here's an old listing. This is real old. This is a John F. Avanzini, like a principal self-help type cassette and book lot. I got these for, I think, $2 at an old thrift store I used to go to. Had them listed at $25. They were on a 25% off sale, and I finally took a best offer of $12. I thought for some reason they would sell, but they did not. They shipped out medium mail for like $3 or $4. I'm happy to move them on. Not a good buy. This is one of these wedges I bought at a garage sale. I paid $2 for it. The face was in pretty good shape, but the top of the club had a bunch. Someone obviously was swinging, maybe in a driveway or somewhere where they were scuffing it up real bad, but the face was good. This one I paid $2. Ended up selling for $30 shipped though. It's pretty good deal for a wedge. I'm usually shipping them out for about $8 to $10, maybe $11 worst case, depending on what it is, but we made some money there. This is a 1995 giant print reference Bible. This one sold for $24 shipped. It was on a 20% off sale, but I paid $3 at a thrift store for this one and another Bible. The other Bible sold right away for like $24. This one I thought would sell for more, but it finally sold on sale for $24. Still a good deal. We ship it out medium mail. We make some pretty good money. I like selling Bibles. A lot of them can be pretty valuable, even more than that one. A Coleman PowerMate 18-volt charger and battery. I'm not big on selling batteries with the charger unless you can test them and confirm they really have a good life, like they charge and they last a little while. Otherwise, you're really setting someone up to fail if it won't hold a charge that well. This one was pretty good shape. It almost looked brand new, the battery. I charged it. It seemed to be good, and I kind of took a chance on it. I said, you know what? I'm going to pop the battery with the charger. I'm going to sell it for $70. There were no other listings with a battery. I sold mine pretty quickly, and I have another set. So since this one's gone through, no issues yet from the buyer, I'm going to go ahead and list the other one for $70. The cool thing was I think we spent $300 and something that day, and I'm going to get from a storage unit guy, and I'm going to get almost $140 in sales from 2 items in there. Really cool. I love selling batteries or drill charger. They're the drill chargers, but now I'm testing the battery market. I know some of you guys may always do that, but I've heard some people have some issues when they just put a battery there and they get the battery in the charger and the battery doesn't hold the charge that well. A military jacket here. This is a size large. You got this for $10 at a garage sale. I asked the guy if he had any video games. He went to go get those. While I'm looking around, I find this hanging up on the clothing rack. He wanted 15. I think he wanted 20, and then I was like, I don't know. And I'm just looking at it, and he goes, how about 15? And I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, how about 10? Just take it for 10. And I'm like, fine, I'll take it. I wasn't even really sure. I didn't even look it up. I didn't really know how much it would be worth, but I'm like, the guy really wants to sell it. I bought some video games too. $10. Turned out this was a pretty good jacket. It sold for $80 shipped. Goes out priority mail for about $9. Happy about that. Again, military stuff, obviously it's something you want to look out for, but I'm not an expert on particular jackets and stuff like that, or the aging of them, what year they might be, so I was happy to get the money I did. A Hobie catamaran sailing fishing hat. I guess this is like a fishing, like kind of surfing, I don't know, skateboarding style hat or company or whatever. A lot of people were using that in their titles. I'd never heard of it before, but I bought a bunch of hats, and there were probably 6 or 7 of these Hobie ones. Some other skateboarding stuff. Maybe it's hobby, I don't know. But this one I had listed for I think 25 or 26. Took a best offer of 21. I was in on all the hats and some other stuff for $30 from my source. I'm gonna probably make on average 15 to 20 bucks per hat, somewhere in between there. So we're gonna make plenty of money on the hats. But this one sold for 21 shipped. Stephen King, Christine. This is a hardcover first edition. This one sold for $30 shipped. Pretty good deal. I bought a bunch of Stephen King books at a big church rummage sale. Spent $10 on 2 like Bed Bath & Beyond large paper bags of books, and there were a bunch of Stephen King ones. We sold one in the last video for 20. I think it was Pet Cemetery, the paperback version, and we sold a big lot of them. We sold a bunch of other lots of books. It was a great deal. They were just giving stuff away. I love rummage sales. $30 shipped on that one. For Stephen King books, if you can get them cheap enough, even paperback, even if they're not first edition, if you can get a bunch of them for cheap, I recommend picking them up, selling them in lots. I've done that. You'll see one coming up in the next couple weeks where I sold. And if you can get the first edition one, hardcovers, even better for a lot of the books, especially these most popular ones. And then sometimes even the first edition paperbacks, they may not be the first edition book, but they're like the first signet edition. Those can sell well too. So definitely recommend the Stephen King stuff. A Chloe by Chloe. This is a women's perfume. It's a 3 fluid ounce. It was missing the little cap that covers it, but this one sold for $60 shipped. Went out to a lady. She got it, and it worked for me, but she said it wasn't working. The pump, for whatever reason, wasn't pumping. I was like, I tested it out before because I'd spray it to make sure it worked. I'm like, I must have got damaged, or I damaged it when I was packaging. I'm like, hey, just go ahead and open up a return, and I'll figure it out. I never heard back from her. I'm guessing she figured it out because she said she really loved this perfume. She wanted it. She, didn't want to. She didn't ask for a return. She just wanted to know if I had a way to fix it or if I knew any tricks to make it work. And so I never heard from her. Hopefully she figured it out because it sounded like she really liked it. But look out for old perfumes. I know people have said you can't sell them now. I think if you sell them in the collectible category, you can get off with selling a collectible perfume. You can get off the new health and beauty perfume. It must be brand new to sell in that category. I'm pretty sure that was the new ruling. Gotham, the complete 4 seasons, sold for $12. Paid $1 for this at a big, like a comic garage sale. It had a bunch of comics and different DVDs that were related to that kind of stuff. This one sold for $12 shipped. An Amazon power adapter, just a little USB power adapter. I'm like, someone probably wants this, and they were going to want the official Amazon one, and sure enough, it sold for $10. I don't even think I paid anything for it. I think it was in a box of cords, but I'm happy with that. $10 shipped. Here's an item. There's always one. There was a return. This is a Canon BJC85 mobile inkjet printer. Tested it out. It worked. It had a little bit of ink left. It would print a test page. Got it to do that. but I said it needed ink. It shipped out. I paid $10 for it. Shipped out for like $8 or $9. The person got it, and they said it prints the first page, but the second page, it won't print anything. It prints out blank. It's not working. And they showed me a bunch of pictures of what it was doing and like all this stuff. And I looked up online, and there were some issues where people were saying the same type of thing. Rather than have them send it back, the person seemed to be pretty honest. I just went ahead and refunded them. Usually I force them to return it just to make sure they're not fooling me. I don't know what happened here, but I did end up just refunding them. So that one's a loss, but those printers can do well. The problem is a lot of people aren't set up to really test them, so I don't recommend it, but it is what it is. Children's I Spy board books. These were free. We got them. Someone was going to get rid of them, so we took them, and I ended up selling these for $17 shipped. Little books to go medium mail. Really easy sale. Not sure the market's huge for these, but I figured someone might want them for their kids at home. The Dreadful Sanctuary. This is a sealed. It's like a hardcover, like a special edition they were doing. I got a bunch of these. I got 11 or 12 of them, and I think I spent $22, something like that for all of them. And she wanted $3 or $4 each. I ended up paying $2 each, I think what it was. They were her husband's. They were all brand new sealed. I sold one for 75 or 80. I think one sold for $100. A lot sold for 30, 40 shipped. And again, we're only in them for $2 each. This one was listed at 90. Someone offered 50. I hadn't had any other offers, so I just took the offer because I was only in it for $2. Happy about that. PS4 Need for Speed. Got this one I got 3 games for $10 at a garage sale. This one was, so basically, $3.33 or whatever it is. It sold for 16 shipped. Goes out first class. A Yamaha remote control VS71410 from the Vacation Haul. I love selling remotes. Look out for the Yamahas. Look out for Onkyo, Panasonic. All of them can be valuable. Some are worth more than others, but if you can find them in good shape, definitely worth looking at. 20 shipped on that. Need for Speed Most Wanted, Xbox 360. There's another Need for Speed Most Wanted on the 360. Is not worth this much. This is the one you want. You want the one that looks like this on the cover. Memorize it, because this game I spent, I think, $5 on at a garage sale, and ended up, no, $3. It was $6 for 2 games. This game alone sold for 34 shipped. I knew it when I saw it. I've sold it before. It's pretty valuable. 34 shipped on that one. We have a Snap-on M302 remote starter button tool. I got this in a big box of something from Storage Unit Guy. I had no idea it was even in there. I bought a box of stuff. I think it was video games and some other stuff. I'm going through all the cords, and then I pull out this thing, and I'm like, oh, Snap-on, great. Look it up. Boom, 49 shipped. Really easy sale. Didn't even know it was in there. Super happy to find it. 49 shipped out the door. I think it may have went first class, too. It wasn't too heavy. Here's Age of Innocence, a DVD. This one sold for $8.49 on a 15% off sale. Nike free sneakers. These are the girls' ones. They're pink. I got these for $1 from one of my sources. He was having a garage sale. I usually pick up the little kids' Nike and Jordans if they're the toddler ones. If you can get them for $1 or $2, a lot of times you can get 15 to 20 shipped on them. You're not going to make a ton, but people will go out and buy them for their kids. I know a lot of people like to buy the same shoes that they have, so they can have their child wear one and they wear the same pair, so it kind of looks cool. So that one sold for 20 shipped, and I did get good feedback as well. Barney Songs VHS. This one sold for $10.19 on a 15% off sale. I like selling the Barney VHS. A lot of them sell for right around that $10 range. Not a whole lot. You can also lot them together, but some of them are worth more. I sold one Barney VHS used for 30 shipped. If you find them sealed, really great deal. But there we go. That's $10.19 on that one. We have a antique Victorian. This is a Schoenhutz Alfie's alphabet figures. They're like little doll almost looking figures. They're wood, and they have the letters of the alphabet. They go through M on the one side, and this back side I think has animals on it, and it has the rest of the alphabet on those. I spent $20 for this at a garage sale. I had no idea what it was. I looked it up, tried to look it up real quick while I was there. Couldn't find it. The lady didn't know what it was. She bought it at an estate sale years ago. She wanted 25. I'm like, okay. She goes, how about 20 for you? You're buying some other stuff. You seem like a nice guy. Just get it off my hands. I'm like, you know what? Something told me just buy it. It's worth it. Bought it for $20. Finally went on Google and found a similar one where there was a couple of letters that someone had, and then I found one that had sold for about $40 with some other blocks. I listed mine auction style at $99.99 free shipping. Ended up selling for $172.49 free shipping. So not a bad deal. Probably still could have made more had I listed it and then took offers, but I wasn't really sure. I was in it for 20, and we ended up selling it for $172. Shipping was $14, whatever, FedEx. Super happy with it, and I did get good feedback as well. Look out for those guys. Those are worth money. And you can also sell individual ones. A couple people had sold little lots of them, and we're selling them. I guess people might supplement their set or what have you, so definitely worth looking out for. Dead Presidents DVD sold for $8 shipped. Nothing to say much about that one. It's kind of straightforward. A Zelda Phantom Hourglass strategy guide, $8 shipped. Some strategy guides are better than others. This one was not so great, $8 on it. Charity and Its Fruits. This book sold for $8 shipped as well, so that's a theme here. Greg Shorthand Dictionary Miniature Diamond Book. I've sold a bunch of these Greg shorthand books. This one sold for $12 shipped, and it was super small, just a little book like that. Well, oh, sorry, knocked the table there. That one went for $12. A Harley Davidson shirt. This is a size large. It's like more of a thermal Henley style one. This one sold for $25 on a best offer. I think I paid $5. It wouldn't have had a flat rate. I'm trying to move out as many clothes as I can and be a lot pickier. Not always succeeding with that, but I am trying, and that went out for $25 shipped. Scream Queens, the complete first season. This one came in the same where I got that Gotham DVD, $1 in. I never heard of it, but I sold it for $14. A Miss Pac-Man Plug and Play 5-in-1. Some of the plug and plays are worth more than others. It seems like the Pac-Man ones have a little more value than, say, like a Star Wars one or some other random one. I've done well with especially the Miss Pac-Man one. This one went for $22 shipped, which I think it still went first class as well. Here's a bunch of books. I don't recommend selling them. It's a lot of 10 Chicken Soup for the Soul. The problem is they're good books, but there's one for dogs, pets, cats, teens, whatever. They ended up selling the best offer for $21 shipped. I was in them for about $5. We made a little bit of money. I would never buy them again, though. I bought them from my church or the library sale I go to, and I'm just happy that they're gone. Took a low offer on them just to move them out. They were a pain in the butt because they kept falling over and stuff, and I just didn't want to deal with them. I wouldn't recommend buying them. Cheap Trick, a lot of 3 CDs, got 15 shipped on these. Happy with that. 3 CDs, like I said, I try to get them about $4 or $5 each when I lot them together in lots. Got 15. Van Halen Story, The Early Years, sold for $10 shipped, the DVD. Here is a Wilton Halloween Ghost Pumpkin Cake Pan. It sold for $15 shipped on sale. It sold before Halloween, so I'm assuming that's why someone bought it. Got $15. A lot of the Wilton cake pans are not worth a whole lot. The ones that seem to be are some of the old Star Wars ones, the Mario one, maybe Ninja Turtle. Some of those ones have a little more value. This one I got $15. I just bubble wrap them and put them in a poly mailer. They still end up going out first class. Mad Monster Party sold for $8.49. Makes sense. Halloween time. Someone bought that, the VHS. Dramarama, Box Office Bomb and the Best of Cinema Verite. This one sold for $17 as a CD from the Rock and Roll Buy. $17 on sale. Good deal for a used CD. We have an Andre the Giant wrestling action figure here. This one's an 8-inch one. Got this for $1 at a garage sale. It sold for $25 shipped. The old wrestlers do well. This one's 2011, so only 9 years old. Some of them are worth more than others. What I do is find the ones that are valuable, look them up in the action figure identification group. If you don't know about it, Google it or Facebook it. You'll find them. They'll give you an idea of who the wrestlers are if you don't know, and then you can go ahead and look them up online, sell the ones that are worth money individually, lot the rest together, and sell those. $25 shipped on that one, first class shipping. Warhawk for PS1. This is a long box game. It sold for $16 shipped. Usually the PS1 long box games, they're worth looking out for, worth a little bit more money. This one only sold for $16 shipped, though. Still went first class. And lastly, guys, this is a Helgen, some HO scale courthouse. It's basically an old HO train building that you could build for a little setup. It's a little courthouse, I guess. The box was really beat up on this one. I got a bunch of model kits and train stuff for $10 each kit, and the trains were thrown in as well, a couple of N-scale trains and one train car. So this one we have $10 in. This one sold for $25 shipped. This one we basically went out first class. We made some money back on this one, but not much. The other ones were selling. Some of them sold for $40, $50, $70, $80 shipped. We made more money on those ones. I believe this is the last one, or I may have one more left of the train buildings, and we sold a couple of the train cars as well. So the train kits do well. What I would not recommend is buying the ones that are open. This one was open, but it was brand new inside. I'd look out for the ones that are sealed. If you're getting them like this, get them cheap, just in case they are missing pieces. People will still buy them, though. People like to build stuff and make crazy little cities and all that, but you got to get them for the right price. So that's it, though. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you checking in, and like I said, let me know about the light. I think this looks a lot better on the lighting, in my opinion, so hopefully you guys like it as well. We are doing the bigger screenshots. Sometimes they cover up my face, but that's because I move sometimes, so I'm not a statue. Either way, hopefully that's working out. It seems like people really like to see the big in-your-face item, the title, and I guess it gives you guys a better idea, which makes sense. So hopefully that's working. I appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.